Hey everyone, Robin from Backscatter here, and today we're taking a look at the best underwater compact and mirrorless cameras of 2017. As you can see, you've got a lot of great choices for a new camera right now, but that can also be a little bit overwhelming. Our team here at Backscatter has spent significant time underwater with every single one of these systems, and we put together this review to help you find the best camera for your needs. In this video, we're just going to take a look at our top picks for each class. But if you want the full scoop on every single one of these systems, check out our article on our website, which you'll find a link to in the video description. So starting with a little overview of our top picks here, we've got our best entry-level compact camera, the GoPro Hero 5 Black Edition, starting at $400. Our best all-around compact pick is going to be the Olympus TG5, starting at $450. Our best advanced compact camera is the Panasonic LX10, starting at $700. And our best all-around mirrorless pick will be the Panasonic GH5, starting at $2,000. But now let's take a deeper look and see what makes each of these our top pick for each class. So first up, we'll take a look at that entry-level pick, the GoPro Hero 5 Black. The cool thing about the GoPro is that it's one of the least expensive ways to really get into underwater imaging. It'll do 4K wide-angle video right out of the box. You can easily throw a color-correcting filter set on the front to get perfect color no matter what depth you're shooting at. And you can even equip it with a macro lens to focus on tiny critters. It really only has 2 buttons to operate the system, so it's super easy for a new shooter to figure out, though you're not going to have as much control over the camera underwater. The thing about GoPro is that it's really a dedicated video camera that can take some stills, but it's never going to be your primary still shooter underwater. You can't synchronize a GoPro with strobes, so the image detail is never really going to be as great as some of the other cameras in this review, but for an inexpensive, compact video system, it's pretty hard to beat. If you need a little bit more versatility out of your system, I suggest going with the best all-around compact pick, the Olympus TG5. The standout feature of the TG5 is the microscope mode, which allows you to capture outstanding super macro. In fact, it's got more macro power than pretty much any other camera on the market right now. It really has to be seen to be believed. The TG5 also has 4K video, takes a great white balance, and it's got a new image sensor allowing you to get better image quality than any TG camera that's come before it. This is definitely our best all-around pick for a compact camera. The downside to the TG5 is that it doesn't have manual exposure control, so if you need a little bit more control over that image, go with our best advanced pick, the Panasonic LX10. The LX10 gives you full manual exposure control, plus it'll shoot 4K 30p video and capture an accurate white balance at depth. On top of that, it has the best still image quality we've seen out of all of the advanced compact systems in this review. Plus, it has pro-level features like back button autofocus, zebra striping, and focus peaking, making this an incredibly versatile and well-rounded photo and video compact camera. There are some runners-up in the advanced compact category with the Canon G7X Mark II and the Sony RX100 Mark V, but we're not going to talk about those too much in this video since they aren't as full-featured as the LX10, but check out the review for all the specs on those. Moving up into the mirrorless world, we've got the Panasonic GH5. The GH5 is one of the most full-featured cameras we've seen in years. It packs in a ton of pro-level video and photo features, making it an incredibly powerful tool for any underwater shooter. The standout feature for me is its ability to shoot 4K 60p video and 1080 180p video for really nice HD slow motion footage. At the end of the day, the GH5 takes the top mirrorless pick because nothing comes close to its performance, its portability, and its affordability. This camera even exceeds the best all-around mirrorless pick. I'd put it straight up there for Camera of the Year. There are a couple runners up to the GH5 with the Olympus EM1 Mark II and the Sony a6500. But similar to the runner-ups in the compact world, while they might be some great cameras with some great benefits, they're not as well-rounded as the GH5, but you can check out the review for all the info on those. Before we move on from mirrorless though, we've got to talk about the Sony a7R II. This camera is pretty unique because it uses a full-frame mirrorless sensor. To me, this makes it a little more comparable to an SLR than your other mirrorless cameras, so it's sort of in a class all its own. It also carries a $3,000 price tag as opposed to the $2,000 price tag of the GH5. It does have a relatively shallow white balance limit, making it not the best for video, but the still image resolution of the A7R2 is one of the best we've seen out of any camera on the market right now. So if the overall size of your system and the overall price of your system aren't your limiting factors, it's a serious contender. So that's our overview for the best underwater compact and mirrorless cameras of 2017. Thanks for watching, and help us make more of these videos by buying your underwater camera equipment from us here at Backscatter. We offer free lifetime tech support, and we dive, shoot, and service everything we sell. So when you call, you're talking to a real diver who's actually used these systems underwater. I'm Robin from Backscatter signing off, and happy shooting.